Everybody, welcome on back to Ku5ogrande. And Nat, thank you so much for those gift subs. Oh my gosh, that will be enough to cover some of the prizes. So thank you. Yeah, Okami, I want to point out we also have a wonderful movie will be given to all of the participants in the bracket, Santa and the Ice Cream Bunny. Yeah, as it turns out, you do not need to have summer for ice cream. Yeah, you can do it during Christmas. Good stuff. Everybody's excited for ice cream. Oh, I'm excited for ice cream. I'm more excited, though, for the GMs for this round. Now, remember, the players were able to choose one GM. If they voted for the same one, that's who they got. If they voted for two different GMs, they got the third one, who was angry that nobody chose them. So, GM number one, the Iron GM, 4K 144 frames per second. The one, the only, Smite. We also have a familiar name here, Iron GM, regrettable eBay purchase, our dear friend, Bell Temp. And finally, Iron GM, I can afford burritos. Heck yeah, I love me a burrito, yeah. Well, you know, this one is pretty dang straightforward, I'd say, because we had one vote. I didn't change the pictures of who was voting, dang it. Just imagine that that's a different picture. One vote for Fell Temp. We had two votes for Fell Temp. Fell Temp is going to be the GM today. So let's go ahead and head on over and forget my mistakes. But don't forget steaks, because those are delicious. Hello there, Fell Temp.
Whoa.
How are you doing?
I'm doing all right. How are you?
Pretty dang good. I'm super excited because I don't actually know your game. I don't even know what it's called. I saw the picture, but that's it.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, this one is a game that's kind of obscure generally, both like PC Engine dorks. This is one of the famously worst games on the console. It's it's called Jinmu Densho.
It's this guy.
Yeah, and it's by Wolf Team and Manjudo.
Wolf Team? Oh, I love Wolf Team. Oh my gosh. Okay, how can it be bad if it's Wolf Team?
Well, I do have to say it's very ambitious. It's a game that wants you like 3D third-person melee combat and 3D third-person platforming on an 8-bit console without sprite scaling.
Okay.
So, yeah, they kind of bit off a bit more than they could chew with this. And the result doesn't work. It's fascinating. I actually really enjoy this game. And it's an eBay purchase I should regret, but don't.
You bought it on eBay, you're like, ooh, yeah, thank you, eBay, you are fantastic.
Yep, I had heard the reputation. It's like, I'm curious, I need to try this, I got a complete copy, and I really should regret it.
Well, don't regret it, okay? Never regret crap.
True,
okay.
That's words to live by.
Now, I am working on getting all of the stuff ready, so go ahead, let us know, how are you doing? What's been going on in your life?
See, I've been doing alright, let's see, still have a job, though that's going well so far, though apparently my company's getting partially bought, but so far it sounds like I'm keeping the job, so yeah, and that.
Okay.
So playing a lot of Dungeons & Dragons, started GMing a 4th edition game, set in Eberron, which is my favorite setting.
Wait, where is it?
The setting called Eberron, the idea of it's kind of a world where it kind of takes, like, because a lot of games are set like a medieval fantasy world which has magic, but it never actually, like, thinks about, like, would magic change everything? This is a setting where, like, they use magic as technology. Like, you have airships that are powered by bound Jin, or actually bound elementals. I think and like there's trains that are, I think actually might have been lightning elementals or something powering them. And things like that, where it's just kind of it's a more interesting setting that isn't just your generic medieval fantasy.
Okay, I can dig that. Cool. I need to do like more tabletop RPGs. I don't know. It's hard to find a group that doesn't just flake on you. That's the thing.
Yeah, scheduling always ends up being the big problem.
Yeah. Okay, I'm getting just everything looking all perfect and nice for this. Now remember everybody, this is the first round of the brackets. That means that we have plenty of stuff coming up for you. Those who lose the first match go to the losers bracket. They still have a chance to make it all the way through the grand finals, you know. So, you know, if your favorite person in the world loses, that's not a huge deal. They're still in. But if they lose a second time, then it's curtains.
Yep.
Yeah, pretty curtains. You know, we're going high end here. Only the best curtains for our players. Well, I think... Oh my gosh, okay. Just to check, is Muware doing audio?
Yeah, I think Muware is doing audio.
Okay.
Oh yeah, and I don't know if the warning up. I think there's a little bit of flash in this game. Not much, but a little bit.
Good to know, everybody. Be aware that there may be some flashing in here. It's helpful for people to know, at least if they are sensitive to it. A little bit of a warning like that always helps. Well, ooh, I kind of dig this music.
Yeah, this is a good soundtrack.
No, I do
really
not.
Distinctive one.
I do not eat the losers in burritos. Although that sounds like a good idea in principle, I think that it would be really difficult to pull off and actually still be out of jail.
Yeah, but just think of how much attention it would bring to Ku5ogrande. You know, all these news stories.
I mean, people say that. Never mind. We're gonna go ahead and skip the rest of that discussion. So we are going to be doing the countdown in just a little bit. What emotes should chat spam?
I wonder, do people have anything related to like pre-modern Japan? The name actually comes from the legendary first emperor of Japan, who probably didn't really exist. But we don't need to go that far back, but anything like samurai or older. Or if you have any Haniwas or gyroids, which are basically Haniwa.
Oh,
anything that's like old Japan.
Anything old Japan. Okay, you can go ahead and put like kanji, if you have any kanji. Smiles are old Japan. Yeah, I like that. Okay, I'm gonna do the countdown right now. Best of luck to the players. As soon as I see movement in the stage, I will be, wait, geese? Do you think there were geese in old school Japan?
There should have been.
As soon as I see movement from the players, I will start our timer.
All right.
And I will readjust the screen because guess what? Everything is cut off. That's fine. I'll do it. Don't worry, everybody.
So yeah, it's a game you can run forwards and backwards, which is really strange in a wannabe Space Harrier game like this. So you can sort of run around guys that are on the ground. And of course you start with melee combat, which is as much of a pain as it looks.
Okay, but Chad is saying this looks awesome.
I think it is kind of awesome. It doesn't work, but it's awesome.
Oh no, what do you mean it doesn't work?
I mean, it's really hard, like, with the melee combat, it's really hard to tell how far away you are from an enemy, because there's no sprite scaling. So it's like, am I hitting here? Am I hitting here? Did that work? Nope.
Okay.
And it's just there's a lot of frustration right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, none of them have figured out the power-ups yet.
If you don't have shooting, that's kind of a nightmare. Do power-ups give you bullets?
Yes, they do give you bullets.
Good.
And, yeah, it looks like Muware actually has bullets now. Unfortunately, you lose them by getting hit. I think you can take a couple hits, but yeah, then you're just in a very bad place, especially if it happens during a boss fight.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I love them, like, Cousin Gordon is questioning chat's taste, saying that this looks incomprehensible. But, like, there were other games out in the era that were like this, though. And before this, like, even for NES, Space Harrier.
Yeah, and probably the closest comparison is 3D World Runner, which is a game that functions a lot better than this does.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So, and Muir has died against the boss.
That's a full game over?
Yep.
So you only have one life?
Yep, there are infinite continues, but you need to beat the stage for that to matter.
Well, okay.
And
that's fine.
One thing I noticed is, one thing I'll note is, it's really hard to tell how much health the bosses have, and like even sometimes if you hit them or not, because sometimes can't tell if you hit their bullet or hit them. So for placing, we're doing whoever gets to a boss first, if that's the tiebreaker sort of thing. And they seem very bullet spongy, but it turns out that's because almost no one figures out how to play it right. I only found out recently myself, but it turns out if you get all the right power-ups and you charge up your shot all the way, you can take it down in 2 hits.
What? Yeah, why is there platforming in this?
Because...
Like, can you stop running forward? Or is it just when you're trying to jump up platforms?
Yeah, for the most part, you can stop running forward. I actually had him choose a control scheme to make it a little bit easier. The one nice thing I did here. But there is at least one level that... There is at least one level that just force you forward constantly, though. And so those will...
I don't love the music. Let me go ahead and tell you. It sounds really whiny.
It does a bit, yeah. It's a weird sound. Like, no other game sounds quite like this. But I play it anyway.
Yeah, I mean, it's a style. It's a style I don't like, but whatever. It's a style.
Yeah. So, one other thing I'll note is those little statues are like Jizo statues. Those give you power-ups. If you hit them, they drop a present, but I think you can just get them by touching them. Sometimes it's power-ups, sometimes it's power-downs. And you kind of need to memorize which ones are the power-downs. Or teleporting you back to the beginning of the stage sometimes. It just happens suddenly when you touch one of those.
Oh, yeah. You know, I feel like this is probably a game that I would have convinced myself is good as a kid.
Yeah,
that I would have had fun with, but that I would have made no progress in whatsoever.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. That's my experience. That probably would have been my experience too.
I love it.
Yeah, one thing you notice on Muir's screen I just saw is it's really hard to tell if the boss is like on your level. A lot of times when you're getting hit, you're trying to shoot it, but don't realize that it's like kind of overlapping you until you're already hit it.
Yeah. So Wolf Team made this. For people who don't know, Wolf Team made other awesome classics like Ernest Evans, which was the predecessor to an actually good series. But I can't remember the name of the good series. Oh, El Viento. Yeah.
Yeah, Wolf Team Manjudo. So Wolf Team made an RPG for the PC-88 called Yakuza that this is a spin-off of. And sometimes you see this called Jinmu Densho Yakuza, but I don't think that's actually the official name. And according to the Game Developer Research Institute, Wolf Team did planning on this and some music, but it sounded like the rest was mostly a company called Manjudo, which didn't really develop much. Their closest thing to a famous game is another notoriously terrible PC Engine game called Rock On, that I didn't use here because it gets kind of non-linear in awkward ways.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I hate this. I'm just looking at Triscor's screen, and I am... Okay, I can see how this is incomprehensible. I did find an entry on pcengine.co.uk talking about this game, and they gave it the rating avoid.
Yeah, that's accurate.
Essentially, they sum it up, trying to be a Space Harrier crossed with Ninja Spirit. This game is a unique concept, but fails on all counts. The action is often confusing and messing, forcing you to keep stopping and starting, which seems very counterintuitive. But you soon learn that this is the only way to make any progress. Making hits on the enemies when you don't have a shuriken seems more like a matter of luck than anything else. So you'll probably spend much of this time just avoiding everything rather than getting in on the action. Unfortunately, the game just doesn't work. You have to give them some credit for the interesting idea, but it needs to be a whole lot slicker than this to be successful.
Yeah, that's accurate. Entirely.
Oh, good. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and you've been seeing Triscorp struggle on these bamboo poles and try to jump over them. They are such a huge pain. You can sometimes like just use half your health to those guys.
To the poles?
Yeah, because they hurt you when you touch them, but sometimes like a power up in the middle of them. As you try jumping over them, hurt yourself, try again. Okay, get in there, but now you're stuck in there, so you try jumping out and you hurt yourself.
Do they hurt if you walk directly into them?
Yeah, if you touch them at all, they hurt.
Why? It's a bamboo pole. You know, most people do not get... You know, I don't die when I touch bamboo. I'm not... Maybe he's allergic. I don't know.
That would explain it.
Yeah, I'm gonna call this game Triscor versus Nuer in Jinmu Densho, the Allergic Samurai. Yeah.
But one thing I should also know about the attacks is you can charge up your attacks, but you're limited how far you can charge by how much health you have. Like, it fills up your health meter, and once you're there, that's it. So if you go to a block with too little health, it's not going to be very helpful.
Wait. If you go to a boss with less health, your charge shot is weaker?
Your charge shot, yeah. Your charge shot, you see, if you see them charge, what they might do is, you'll see kind of a meter goes up and goes up through your whole health bar, but it stops at your maximum current health. So if the more injured you are, the less damage you can do. Therefore, the worse you're going to do in the game. And it's just like the spiral.
I sort of understand the logic of that. I mean, in reality, if somebody stabs you in the arm, you're not going to get stronger. You know, and you're not going to be the same strength. You're going to have a harder time fighting. But in video games, it's just usually not practical unless they put a lot of work into developing something like that. And I'm going to go ahead and hazard a guess that this company did not.
No. Yeah, again, there's so much ambition on this game, but like, I think this is their second game ever. It was their first or second, and this is not the kind of ambition for your first or second game.
Hi, Skellies. Floating heads, and for some reason, a snake beast?
Yep, that's your second boss.
Okay, I don't like this game. Let me just say.
This game gets really weird once you figure out how the 3D does and does not work, because it's really bizarre.
Yeah, honestly, why does the snake beast look like a wolf when it's really far away?
That's a very good question. I do not know.
Gosh. Like, wolf to ram to bleh to snakes.
Yeah, so one thing with the 3D movement, like I've seen people say like, oh, one interesting thing is like run around bosses and stuff, and here's the thing how I think like the Z-axis works. For stuff on the ground, yeah, you can run forward and backwards and go around them. For stuff that flies, I think the Z-axis is tied to you. Like, I've kind of noticed that if you're running towards or away from a flying enemy, it makes no difference, as far as I can tell.
Oh, that's beautiful.
So, like, yeah, it's really weird that it's that inconsistent with different kinds of enemies. Yeah, the one bright spot, though, is all spawn points are by how far forward you've walked. So, one trick you could do is an inch long to, like, spawn as few enemies as possible at a time.
By the way, Triscor takes down boss number 2, moving on to the 3rd stage. That was a really good fight. We're still figuring out the basics of this game. We still have a lot of time, though. I'm trying to think, you know, one of the earliest kind of 3D-ish games that I played was Ball Blazer for the Atari, and it uses a somewhat similar floor system. My biggest issue with it, though, is that, you know, you think that while it looks incomprehensible to people who are watching the stream, it should be comprehensible to players, but no, you never really know where you are until you see landmarks around you. And simply put, this game has no landmarks. I mean, we do have floating land right here, but I don't think that counts.
Yeah, there's some things that case like, oh, there's that weird platform that shows up, or certain enemy spawns you might recognize, but yeah, it's kind of hard to find landmarks. And one thing I should know, I don't know how people noticed it, is you only recover a little bit of health after a boss.
Yes. But if you do continue, do you fill all the way back up?
Nope. In fact, you don't get that health refill at all. You go back to how you were when you beat the boss.
What? Oh, no.
Yeah. Oh, this little starts you on fire and hurts you by standing on it.
Why?
You know, they're nice people. So here's the thing. I did one other nice thing. I told them you might want to write down your passwords. I didn't tell them why, but the reason is you might want to go back a level and do it better so you have more health for this level.
Yeah.
At times.
Yeah. I think writing all of the passwords would help.
Yeah, so that was my recommendation. Again, I didn't explain why, but
yeah.
I wonder if
So while Triscord looks significantly ahead, you know, third level, whereas Muware's on first, if Muware can get there with more health, then that would be a game changer for him. Gosh.
Yeah, definitely.
This is bad. Well, some people may even consider going back to the beginning of the game just so that they have a better shot at conserving as much health as possible.
Such a weird choice in a blind competition, because you never know. Did my opponent go this far? Like, I'm pretty sure if Triscorp knew that Muware was still level 1, he might be like, might as well try level 1 again and do a better job. But here, it's like, that'd be so nerve-wracking, because it's worth going back 2 levels and risking that.
Whoa, that jump by Muware, how did you go that high?
I don't know. I don't know what he did. I've never seen that.
That was a really good jump. Oh my gosh. Okay. The more that I see of this game, the more I realize this is an absolute nightmare. And very fitting for brackets because, like, I love that Glitch Witch said that she loves this game, but that it's terrible, and I can sort of understand that.
That's where I am. Like, I've played a decent amount of this game. I've gotten about halfway before I got stuck at a boss, but I somehow enjoyed myself. Like, I should not have, but I did.
Yeah, this is probably where I'm starting to realize the danger that players are gonna run into in the future, because this is not good.
Yep, and I have been waiting for the whole competition to finally use this game. Like, it's what I wanted to use. I didn't want to do it early because I figured 4 people, it could get awkward to keep track of if, like, 2 people died in the middle of a level at the end. And all that, but...
I hate also,
it's bad
the platforming when you get so high in the air. How can you do that? Like, make it so that you have to look at the bottom of the platform. This is not how you make a game, okay?
Yeah, I can see experimenting with that, but you think of the prototyping phase, but like, oh wait, that doesn't work, let's try something else.
Yeah, you don't make a mechanic that doesn't work and then say, okay, we're making that a main feature of the game. Muware still having a hard time with stage 1. I really hope we get to hear some of the later stage musics.
Yeah, I hope so too.
I'm getting really tired of this first stage. It's just meow. It's like bees in my ears. Like, very happy sounding bees, but bees nonetheless, you know? I'm gonna go back to the hive. I don't want you singing to me today. Game over. I love when you die and fall flat in the sky.
That's always good.
Yeah, I agree with everybody. I am sad for the left player. I'm sad for the right player. I'm sad for everybody.
Yeah, off the top of my head, I'm not sure how many stages. I want to say 8, I think was about it. It was like 8 or 9.
Oh, no. That's too much. Please, go away. please.
Yeah, I'm surprised none of them figured out the walk slowly to spawn enemies slower thing, but...
Oh my gosh, I'm glad that I can see, like, on game FAQs, somebody put passwords up in order to quote-unquote level warp. And it's obvious that they didn't go for good passwords because they're like, level 2 with only 1 health. Okay, thank you. That's a great cheat there. I mean, I guess if you really want a challenge.
Yeah, I mean, to at least tell you, well, here's where the health power-up is in this level. Because then it could arguably be useful.
No, that's all it says. There is a password for level 2 with health and sword power-up, so that would be good. It still kind of amazes me that you only have 1 life in this game. Like, yeah, that might work for an arcade game, but why would you do that to people who are buying this for their home?
I'm probably thinking the giant health bar was enough, but I mean, that goes pretty quickly.
Oh, so fast.
Yeah, and again, they still punish you for taking hits anyway. It's like, with losing all your power-ups and losing the ability to charge. Yeah, so point out like the energy thing with good music and bad gameplay. That seems to be a thing with a lot of bad turbo graphics in PC Engine games. A lot of them have this like really solid soundtrack, and the game itself was just garbage.
The TurboGrafx had such a great sound engine. Like, seriously, it was fantastic. Lots of great music there. But yeah, I can't think of any games. Well, then again, I've run Ku5ogrande. I haven't played any good TurboGrafx games, really. Like, Newtopia is pretty good.
You like Honey on the Road?
Oh, I love Honey on the Road. My favorite.
Yeah, that one's great.
Oh, I love it so much.
I like the weird little games like that, because the PC Engine it kind of got a lot of like lower tier developers and publishers who saw it niche, because it's kind of hard to compete in the Famicom at that point, so they saw a little niche and kind of dove on it, and you kind of get some weird little things like that I think are fun.
Yeah. Gosh.
Even this is weird. Like, this is an interesting bad game.
There's a Splatterhouse port. Okay. So for those who are asking, this is the second match of the day. We have 4 matches in total. Lots of bad games coming. Yeah. You're gonna have a lot of fun, maybe. The green dragon. Why is the dragon green now? Is that after you deal so much damage, it turns green?
That means it's almost dead, so...
That's like the opposite of what games do. They're supposed to turn red when they're almost dead. Red means dead. Not green. Green means...
It makes sense out of this game at this point.
There's so many questionable design decisions in this game.
Yeah.
At least there's not a timer.
That is the one plus side. You can take your time, that's probably if you just want to beat the game, that's what I recommend. Just kind of go slowly and steadily, deal with the enemies as they pop up, then kind of wait till they're gone, then move on again. When you're in like a like this, you're probably way too worried of I can't just stand still. I need to win this. I need to march forward as fast as possible.
Triscore made a decision that I actually kind of agree with, going back to the first stage in order to try to get a better password later on.
Yeah. At this point, with his opponent also in level 1, like this is the right decision, definitely.
Yeah. Now he doesn't really know that Muware is still in level 1, of course.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that if you just keep doing the same thing over and over, even if you get better at it, you keep dying. Then figuring out a way where you can get consistent at that is going to be helpful. And simply put, the way to get consistent is by going to earlier stages and just having more life when you get to the later ones.
Yeah, definitely. I agree.
Whew. Oh my gosh. Muware killed the boss! Yes! I don't know why dragons explode. Like, are they made of explosives?
Maybe. I haven't studied too much Japanese mythology. Maybe that's a thing.
That's how they made fireworks.
There we go.
Yeah, that was great.
I'm thinking Muir is writing on the password given how long we're staying right there, which
I
is
love
good.
that I saw Triscor go and kill an enemy that looked like they were just standing there doing literally nothing. But they had a presence, so that was cool.
Oh yeah, that was a Jizo statue. It's a Bodhisattva. Yeah, those statues contain the power-up.
I
Or
have a
power
feeling
downs,
that
you don't know if you
killing
get it.
those statues in reality would not exactly be the most okay thing.
Absolutely not, no.
Well, too bad. They're dead. Ooh, look at that sword power up. I like it.
Yeah, I like that one too.
The stacked
Kinda fun.
shurikens. Yer.
Yeah, that can be upgraded at least once. I know I've gotten that before. But yeah, he has very little health left at this point. He's probably going to try to jump out of this, is my guess.
Well.
We'll see. Do you need a little bit of... Okay, you need to get up there. You need to have a little bit of running start usually to
There
get
we
on
go.
those.
There we go. That
Ooh,
worked.
impressive. You got it.
Hey, look
he
at
got the platform
Triscor,
this
by the
fast.
way. A lot of health moving on to the dragon.
Yep.
So as long as Triscor takes his time and doesn't make any foolish moves, that will be good.
Yep, and he just did it.
Yes!
Yeah, and one thing I noticed on Muir's screen is the position of the statue in the bamboo changes depending on where you are left and right for some reason, because I guess the 3D's not done right. It's really strange.
Oh, you don't say! You don't say! The 3D's not done right, huh? What is done right?
The music, at least partially.
Partially. Makes me feel sick, though. Well, Muware getting a game over, gonna be going back to earlier on. However, as you noted earlier, if you use a password, you do not get the health refill from the boss. Oh no! Muware canceled out the password! Well,
I wonder if that was technically a different password. Because normally when you continue, you don't get that little health upgrade after the boss. I wonder if the actual password does that or something. We'll see.
Oh, that would be... I hope so. Fingers crossed, everybody. That would be a very interesting piece of information that if Triscor had, would have helped make this game much more playable. Let's see, Muware? Nope, doesn't look like it. Never mind. You know, I thought there was a shadow of mercy, tiny, teeny bit of mercy, but nope.
Yeah, so it says, giving a password for giving you a health refill is such a jerk move. Yeah, that is a gigantic jerk move in this game, and a game full of jerk moves.
Yeah, this game has, as it turns out, a couple of those. You know, I never really played much Space Harrier, but this game makes me want to go play that so that I don't have to play this.
I'd recommend it. It is a legitimately good game. It's a simple game, but it holds up. And I think a lot of people wanted to try doing a Space Harrier thing like this in 3D World Runner. I feel like they didn't quite get the simplicity is one reason why Space Harrier worked.
Yeah. That and Space Harrier, like, honestly is just so fluid, especially compared to this. This is a much more advanced system, TurboGrafx, but oh geez, this is jank.
This really is, yeah. Oh, it looks like Muware got the surprise or warped back to the beginning of the stage present.
What? No. No.
Yep. I've got to memorize which are bad ones.
I don't know if Muware even knows that was back to the beginning of the stage.
I want you to notice because I heard the weird noise. That was definitely not a power-up noise.
Oh yeah, it was arts at you. Triscor, look at all this health going on to the wolf snake boss.
Well, yeah, if you can pull it off. And I feel like the first few bosses, if you're really careful, they actually do have trouble hitting you. You just kind of stay away when they're forward and shoot when they're far away.
There we go.
You did it.
Very nice.
That's great. You have a good chance of seeing level 3 beaten.
Yeah, Now, one thing that I want everybody to know as well is that a lot of playing bad games is just getting into a mentality that helps you continue making progress. I think that with Triscore, it would have been very easy to get frustrated on the third stage because guess what? You have like no health. And you know, you just keep trying and trying and trying and dying. So figuring out a way to not stress is helpful. The thing is, if you're struggling, the other player in the match is probably struggling with it as well.
Yeah, that's generally how it goes.
And yeah, that's pretty much the case with this game. So Triscore being patient, back to stage 3, and trying to get through this. It's a good idea. Yeah, my guess is that Triscore is going to think that he was behind the entire time. Mooware will also think that.
Most likely, yeah. But yeah, Triscore is really taking it. He's doing the strategy I did to actually get somewhere in this game, where it is really just go really slow, deal with what's there, and then just kind of just take it very slowly and carefully.
Yeah. The thing is, for these matches, it doesn't matter if you go fast. It matters if you go faster than the other person, or if you make more progress. So slow and steady progress is often going to be much more valuable. Now, of course, the difficulty of the game largely decides whether you should go slow or fast. Like, I'm thinking Dora the Explorer for Game Boy Advance. That was one where you could just plow through as quickly as possible, and you did not want to just stand around. But this game, taking your time and making sure that you get the power-ups, that you get the health, that you get things that are going to give you an advantage later on, that is what's going to give you progress. Oh, and now the lights are off.
Yeah, he kind of fell into hell, unfortunately. That's a thing that can happen in a few levels in this game.
Wait, you don't always fall into hell?
Nope, there's a little hole kind of in the water right in front of the platform they managed to fall into, unfortunately, and so hell comes its own section, and when you get to the end of it, you get to the regular boss.
Okay.
I think it's kind of like starting a stage over again, but it's a new stage.
Gotcha. Like, hell doesn't seem too bad. There are a lot of fireballs, some disembodied heads, but really, if this was what hell was like, I'd be like, what's the big deal?
Yeah, this is doable.
Oh no, the curving platforms. I don't like it. Okay, never mind. I hate hell.
Yeah, honestly, I felt like having fallen in there is not really much harder than the regular stages, but still, you're kind of set back from that.
Okay, yeah, yeah. Like, still better than certain hells, but not really one that I would prefer, you know? You give my option to different infernos that exist in mythologies, and curving platform hell is not one that I'm going to be choosing any day soon.
No. I only have Mooware on the level 2 boss, though not much health left there.
Oh no! Well, that's okay, not a big deal. Like, the thing is, making a little bit of progress each time is more important than making a lot of progress in one single go. You know,
yeah.
This game is really difficult.
Yeah, this is an extremely hard game.
Triscore died in hell. Usually you die first. But no, not this time.
Nope.
Yeah, so note to everybody watching, don't go to hell before you die. Go there after. Well, don't go there after either. Just don't go. Just stay away.
Avoid hells in general.
Pew, pew, pew. Oh yeah, you're all in Ku5ogrande, so you've got your own little special place. We are half an hour into this match, by the way. Triscore definitely in the lead on stage 3. Mooware currently on stage 2. We have not seen the boss of stage 3. I presume we will, but at the same time, you know, it's just... it depends on how steady Triscore can be at making little bits of progress.
Yeah, if he ends up panicking, assuming he's behind and trying to rush it, no. But if he keeps being careful like this, I think we'll probably see it. Maybe this attempt or maybe the next one.
Yeah. Did Dante ever mention this game? Good question. Like, when we watched Where in Hell is Carmen Santiago, I don't think they mentioned that level of hell, the curving platform hell. I mean, there's a place for, like, people who had tax crimes, but I think, you know, they didn't have ones for samurais.
I feel like it'd be the hell specifically for people who made this game, and, like, no one else.
Oh yeah, if you made this game, that's where you go after you die.
Yeah, if you notice, there's little holes on Triss Corp's screen in the water sometimes. Like those are not really that noticeable if you're not looking for them. Well, once the carapan's down to the water, but those are what take you to hell if you land on them.
Why does water have holes? How does water have holes?
That's a very good question. In little whirlpools, I'm not really sure.
So like Little Mermaid, gotcha. Oh no, the hole! Do you want to go into... Oh no! Oh, that's not the hole, that's your shadow.
Yeah.
I don't know!
So much health.
I have a hard time telling, you know?
Yeah. He ended up losing all this health trying to get the health power up. I think he's lost his actual weapon power up in the process.
Oh my gosh, I hate this game so much. Discord's like, yeah, we're not gonna be messing around with stuff now. Let's just go ahead and keep trying to go forward and see where we can go. Oh, it's boss time, I think. Crabs! Double enemy crab!
Ooh,
oh!
I think this is it, yeah. I haven't gotten this far in a while, but...
The crabs can melee you. Oh, that's bad. Watch out for the melee crabs. They shoot. They don't even use their pincers. They just sort of headbutt you. Oh my gosh. Okay, I am having a lot of fun with this. A lot more fun than the players is what I would presume. At the same time, like, like the game is kind of enjoyable and they're learning how to do different things. It's just ridiculously hard and unfair. It's... If you want a casual game, this ain't it.
No. Yeah, this is... I think this is a game I think it's fun to try out. I don't think most people will want to try beating it. But just kind of it's this for trying weird things and having its own kind of unique feel and unique sound and atmosphere. It is an interesting game to try.
Oh yeah, I agree. Like, I feel like I want to at least play this a little bit just to see what it feels like. It's captivating, if not good. At least captivating.
Yeah, that's accurate.
Okay, stage 2 music is actually starting to get good. I like this. It's a jam.
Yeah, I like it too.
Yeah, I didn't like stage 1 music. Stage 2 sounds good. Oh my gosh, some of the sound effects, they sound so familiar. Why? Why? I need to hear them again. Because I want to be able to pin down where I've heard it.
Oh, Triss Corp is in hell again.
Not again. Triss Corp, you need to stop going there.
He's trying to fight all the lava hands. I think he's just gonna let himself die at this point. Yeah. Or maybe not. I don't know. I don't think there are power-ups down here, and he's probably lost the ability to shoot, so that would make an extremely difficult boss fight.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, Muware has good health here. He might actually see level 3.
There's a good chance. Yeah, the thing is, take the boss slow. Don't rush too much. This, like, learning the patterns of the bosses will be helpful. So hopefully Muware is able to do that.
Alright, he's changed the color, so that's a good sign. Yeah, still almost half his health, so that's not too bad.
Yeah, that's great. Pew, pew,
There we
pew.
go.
Yeah, Muware moving on to stage 3. Now remember, that's as far as Triscore has made it, so essentially, if Muware can get to the crab boss, we'll have a tie on our hands. But there's this residual sound, and I dislike it. Okay, there we go. It's gone. Done.
Alright. Now he gets the fun of getting injured by being where the game put you, which is... That is a very mean way to start a stage. Just have to know to jump immediately.
Yeah. Okay, I need to hear how good this music is. I'm just gonna sit back and listen. Partly because I'm also working on getting some stuff set up. There's too much to do. There's too much to do, Fel.
Yeah. Muware seems to have learned to take it slow, at least. He's,
Good.
at least for the most part, was kind of staying back and hitting a few things before moving forward. Well,
He's got a good amount of health, too.
yeah.
Okay, good baseline. I'd say it's not as inspirational as some that I have seen before.
Oh, and now Muware has found hell.
Ooh! Ooh, it sounds like rattling bones. Rattle your bones!
And he's having a hard time.
Well, yeah, it's hell. Everybody has a hard time, you know? It's
Ooh, Triscorp is back at the crabs. Let's see if he does better this time.
come on, crabs. Wait. Okay, good swipes, dodging the shots. Honestly, you know, if you have a ranged shot, getting up in the crab's grill is probably not the best idea. And hey, one crab has turned green, so that's some progress being made there.
I don't think the other one's around anymore, so I think he... Oh, there is one. Never mind.
Yeah, it's to the left. It was hiding. Okay, one crab down.
As long as he keeps the power up, he has a chance at this.
Do, 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 do.
Ooh, crab beaten. Let's see, level 4.
Oh baby, level 4. Oh my gosh, that is fantastic fight by Triscore.
Yeah, definitely. I'm glad we're seeing this. He's doing a great job. Oh, I think this is the level that forces you to run forward no matter what.
Ooh. Always
exact-
forward, everybody. Always forward.
It's exactly as much of a pain as it sounds.
Okay, there we go. Ooh, the pole's there. I don't like it. Wait, it's auto-scroller?
Yeah, this is basically an auto-scrolling level.
That sounds fun. I mean,
Yeah.
to be fair, isn't Space Harrier basically an auto-scroller?
Yeah, Space Harrier was. So this is I think there's might be two levels in a row that do this before it goes back to normal.
Okay.
Or maybe I haven't gotten this far in a while. But it occasionally just does this. Oh, and Mooware got caught in the platforming. It is kind of hard to get back up if you fall in the water in some places.
Oh, yeah. Okay. That's okay. Just, like, it took Triscore a little while to get through this stage. You know, again, if you're struggling with the stage, the other player likely struggled with it as well. And, you know, that's definitely what we're seeing here. So, the biggest thing, don't let it play mind games with you.
Yeah. And we just saw Triscore go through an annoying section where the poles just move around as they come at you very fast.
Yeah.
But they got a power-up. This might be an invincibility power-up, I'm trying to remember, but... In any case, he doesn't have anything to shoot, unfortunately, so it's not going to... You can have a hard time progressing if he gets to a boss. Yeah, calling this Kaizo Space Harrier, and yeah, that's probably the best way to refer to this.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Kaizo Space Harrier. Oh, that is a terrifying thing to say. I love that level or the menu option sound when you choose it. Oh, I want to hear Hell's music again. Okay, go to Hell, Mooware, please.
We'll see.
I want to hear Hell.
Yeah, that's how Mooware goes to Hell that succeeds. You can have both things at once. You can win from Hell in this game because...
Yeah, I'm okay with that. Oh my gosh. Well, good. I think that Mooware still has a pretty good chance of catching up. Like, the level 3 walled Triscore really hard. Yeah, took a few shots at the crab, which getting to... Oh yes, we're in Hell! Yes! Hell bones! Rattle! Come on, jingle jangle! I think everybody is excited about this. I'm excited! It's kind of farty and
a little bit.
Yeah, so far this is my favorite music of the game. It's pretty dang good. Oh no, that is game over. Everybody, Hell is over.
Maybe next time. Yeah, if Moonware can get like a good strategy on the crabs early, if he gets there, he has a decent chance.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm glad that for some people here, Hell lives on in their hearts.
Aww.
Yeah. The devil is really happy to hear that. That's all he ever wanted.
I'm glad someone's happy with this game.
I mean, and your immortal soul, but, you know, it's... One of those for sure he's getting. The other one, you know, it's flip of a coin. He doesn't know if he's getting that one, so at least he has your love. Oh my gosh.
someone's asking for an option to feel bad for both players at the same time with one thing.
Well, I guess I couldn't make that. Not right now. Busy. We got a stream going on right now.
Maybe it's also kind of assumed watching Ku5ogrande, especially in bracket rounds and later.
My gosh. The music is perfect. It's so good.
And it's over.
Aw. Well, kind of expected.
Let's hope for next time. Let's hope we can learn Hell.
Like, this sounds like GoldenEye, okay? I'm not even kidding you. This music sounds like GoldenEye.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah. But the game's kind of the antithesis of GoldenEye, like, really. It's true! It's true! Don't just me!
You're right, it's not in first person, you can't turn the camera, no multiplayer.
Yeah, you're not a spy,
No.
you're a samurai.
No DK mode.
Yeah,
How could they?
where the proximity mines. And you can't karate chop, yeah.
Yeah, it's not GoldenEye unless you can get proximity mines in the facility and put bombs in toilets because you're 12 years old and think that's hilarious.
Because you're 34, almost 35 years old and you think it's hilarious, right?
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, what else? There's no dam. There's a lot of water, but no dam.
At least the platforms are the dam, just rendered very poorly.
Well, okay. Like, I might be able to buy that. If you bribed me, I might agree with you. How about that?
Unfortunately, I'm broke, so no. No, it's not a dam.
Oh, what else? What else? Oh, you know what? I always hated when people played as, was it Jaws, the really big guy?
Yeah, he was a big one in there.
But I didn't, well, I guess I didn't hate when people played as him, I just never did. I didn't really hate the short guy either, because guess what? If you're good at aiming in the game, you can pretty much always get a headshot super easy peasy on little short guy. Just
yeah, you always hear like, oh, no one play Odd Job is terrible. But yeah, when I was a kid, like no one really cared.
So go ahead and play Odd Job. Let's see how long you live. Then a proximity mine will take care of this. Oh my gosh, I loved putting mines in the little crawl-through tunnels, you know, that people could go through, because as soon as they go around a corner, bam, it goes off. There's no way they're gonna escape that.
Yeah, that sometimes you're thinking, like, oh, I'll mine the place where you can get mines so they can't get mines. Then you run out of mines, realize you also don't have mines. And you've just made it so no one has mines.
Heck yeah. No, don't do that. And you can shoot the mines, okay? Just take the time, aim, shoot the mines, you're gonna be fine.
Yeah, for the most part. I mean, spawn locations are cheap, but yeah, if you're being careful, you can usually figure out where the mines are.
I'm trying to remember what my favorite gun was. It was this red gun that shot really fast and didn't do much damage, but it shot really fast.
I know which gun you're talking about. I don't know what it was called.
The pencil gun was always pretty fun. Oh, the RCP-90. Yeah, I think that's right, chat.
I think so, yeah. Yeah, that was a fun gun.
Yeah. Oh no, Muware! Oh, Muware is down in hell with very little life.
Yeah, he's not making it out of hell, yeah.
That didn't last very long. This game is so hard. Like, it's amazing. I feel like I would probably still be stuck maybe on level 2.
Yeah, it took me a while to get any. I've gotten farther than them, but it was after hours of playing, being extremely careful, writing down passwords and continuing the password places and all that. But yeah, I do to say for both of them for playing this only for an hour for the first time, they're doing a great job.
Oh yeah. Why do some of the pillars on Triscor's screen move?
Because this level is very mean.
I don't like this level. I'm not a fan. Like, it makes me think of stage 2 for Savage. Because everything there basically just kills you in one hit. And the things that look like they should be stationary, I don't think they are. I think they're moving and just going after blood. At least they don't, like, close together like what's happening right there for Triscor. That was a series of pain.
Yeah, this level is just so mean. Oh yeah, I think there's some weird things to do with those things you just ran into where like they warp you to the beginning of the stage. Let's get like the right one, then it takes you to the boss or something. There's some weird thing like that.
Jack facing the lava hands. Always scary, you know? You don't really like when hands, when body parts are fighting you, you know? Usually you want to face a whole body, because if it's just a body part, you have to deal with being freaked out as well.
Yeah, and it sort of makes you wonder, like, is there more body under there? Is that part worse? You can't tell if they're just detached or just kind of poking out of the black liquid below.
I mean, considering that you can walk on the floor there, you just take damage. I imagine that it's just very dark lava.
Probably. Yeah, this game's making at least one person nauseous, and it's like, that makes sense.
Yeah, I'm completely okay with anybody who needs to look away a little bit. Don't vomit because of me. Vomit because of other reasons, but not because of me.
I'll take the blame. I picked the game. It is my fault if you vomit.
No, don't
and
vomit.
If so, I am
Just
sorry.
don't vomit. Look away, don't vomit.
Please don't, but if you do, I'm sorry.
Yeah, in general, we make fun of people who mute the stream, but even then, if it's making you feel physically ill, vomiting's like the worst thing in the world. Do not vomit because of me. Actually, no, heartburn might be worse than vomiting. I had the worst heartburn yesterday. Like, okay, the second worst that I've ever had. I didn't quite get super close to passing out because I had that before. It was so bad.
Yeah, I get it real bad sometimes, and the worst is kind of you get in the middle of the night and end up like choking on some of your own stomach acids and have to cough it up, and then you're up all night.
See, I have pills for that, but okay, so never-ending thank you to Justin for occasionally bringing me food. It was spicy, and I had spicy food the night before as well, and simply put, double spice just did me in.
Yeah, really hoping Triscorp can finish this stage by the remaining time. But we have like 5 minutes left-ish.
Oh my gosh.
Something
We
like
only
that.
have 5 minutes left. I was addicted to this game. It's so game.
It is very game.
Yeah, very game. Oh my gosh. It's not a good game. Like, I feel like Triscor is going to take the victory here. Muir has been putting forward a really good attempt, but unfortunately stage 3 has just been a huge enough problem, and he really didn't have the best health going into it for the password, so
Yeah, but they're getting to the point where normally careful is good, but when there's 5 minutes left, there might not be time to be careful.
yeah. Well, at the same time, you don't know how far the other player has made it. At this point, I would try to focus on just making any progress, you know? If I made it to the boss, then that would be a little bit of progress. So yeah, you can't play mind games. You can't read Triscor's mind and be like, this is how far he is. Just do whatever you can on your last few attempts to make a little bit of progress. And if it means going a little bit slower, that is fine. It won't be a strategy that will move Muware into the victory here, but it has moved people up before.
Yeah, I'm hoping you at least get to the boss. There's a chance of that. Not much of one at this point, but if he does a good job, he could do it.
Yeah. Okay. You know, looking at all the disembodied heads, what happened to Japan?
That's a good question.
Yeah, they have problems.
Yeah, where did all the giant floating disembodied heads go? Like, clearly it's all here way back when, but because it's a historically accurate game.
Nobody has pictures of those. I mean, photographs didn't exist back in the time that this game supposedly took place. But you gotta imagine, you know, at least they draw like pictures of the disembodied heads.
You'd think so.
Actually, there probably is plenty of art of disembodied heads. You know, if art during the Middle Ages for anywhere in Europe taught me anything, it's that if there is a way to die, they drew it.
You know, I haven't gotten into like classical Japanese art or anything. There could be some weird stuff in there.
I've seen some Japanese art. Some of it is so cool. And some of it is so cool, but ooh, kind of disturbing. Okay, everybody, thank you for correcting me. There is art of floating heads. Yeah. I haven't seen much of it. And Muware got a health up. That could be helpful. Honestly, I think Muware is making a little bit of a push that he hasn't made before. This looks new on the right side of the screen.
Yeah,
don't stand on the water.
Yeah, I don't think he got to that terrible jump before. So he is making progress at least. Yeah, it's one of those who don't know how to
crab
make
boss.
it.
Crab boss dive. Yes! We should double crab. Why does it have an eye coming out of its mouth? I dislike it. Is it an eye?
I think what happened is like one claw was ripped off or something on both of them. It's kind of like a severed limb there.
Oh no, maybe they were like, oh, it's a gun. That's what it is. Okay. Also, traditional art in Japan features a lot of crab guns. If you didn't know. Oh, Muware is feeling the pressure.
Yeah, he's doing a good job on the crabs, considering.
I would say, yeah, it's very unlikely, but technically if Muware kills the crabs... Nope. Well...
That was a good effort. He actually got surprisingly close to catching up here.
That was a huge push. Like, honestly, I would feel proud about being able to make that much progress on my final attempt, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's unfortunate for Muware. That means that the places are locked. I just want to watch Triscourt die a whole bunch again for the rest of time. Coffee break? Why was there a coffee break?
That's when you hit pause. It's a coffee break.
When you pause, it says coffee break. Did they have coffee in, like, old school Japan?
Probably not.
I think coffee came from America, didn't it?
I think so. Not 100% sure.
I know
on that,
chocolate did. I know chocolate. Yeah, simply put, I want to live in the present because if they didn't have coffee, that would be so sad. Well, you know what's sad? That we can no longer watch this game because that is time. We are done. Oh my gosh. What an intense time. I was very stressed. That is not an easy game and not a good game. Maybe a fun game?
I think it's kind of fun. I don't regret purchasing it, so... Yeah, let's see how much the players hate me.
Yeah, how do you think they did?
I think they did a great job. That is, it's a very hard game. They progressed a good deal given this and given no real hints as to how to do anything. So, yeah, I'm very pleased with how they did, both of them.
Yeah, did you even give them controls?
Nope, I let him choose his slightly easier controls, but that's it.
Oh, okay. Hey, Newware, welcome.
Hey, hello.
Hey, good to have you. So, this game was not nice.
Yeah. I mean, it's a good game, I think, but the difficulty is absolutely through the roof. And I don't know how you're supposed to judge distance in a game like this.
I don't think
Who
you
put
can.
platforming in this?
No, there should not be platforming. Absolutely
Yeah, a very
not.
mean person did that.
Yeah, it's okay. It's a crime to have platforming with flat sprites in a 3D environment. You just that's a sin, okay? All of y'all, if you do that, you're sinners. And you deserve to go where Mooware is right now.
Yeah, I thought that's how the level progressed. It took a few tries to notice that. I got here because I fell down, and that's not how it's supposed to go.
If you get through all of it, you can still get the boss after that. So you
Yes.
could beat the level after that. It's just kind of hard because it kind of resets you to a new level.
Mhm.
Yeah, so, you say that you think it's a good game, but we also went through all of the reasons why it's kind of committing crimes. The platforming, the floors that damage you, the fact that after you beat a boss you get a health refill, but if you use the password you don't get the refill. Oh my gosh, there's just so many. Perspective is nuts. For some reason, moving forwards and backwards affects how far away the enemies are if they're on the ground, but not if they're in the air. They're not affected by that.
And you lose your shot very easily after a couple hits.
The pickups that send you back to the beginning of the stage. Like, they made some decisions in this game.
So much.
And also that it's in Japanese wasn't ideal. I mean, I picked up some stuff and then, okay, I have no idea what it is.
That's the experience.
Yep.
Fel, maybe you can explain to me, what does charging your attack do? Because I didn't really notice
actually
any visible
does make-
difference.
It does make it more powerful. It's just hard to notice, except against the bosses, but I didn't know till recently, but I saw a video and someone beat the first boss in 2 hits. They had all these power-ups and charged up their shot fully in full health, and they got it in 2 hits.
But so you can only charge it as far as your health bar is.
So
Yeah.
you need to have full health.
Yeah, so that's another
It looks
crime
like
as well.
Tristan.
If you have less health, you're less powerful.
Yeah, well, it's super difficult, but I still think it's an interesting game, and the graphics are pretty nice. The music is fantastic. So I want to play this some more.
Yeah,
Maybe I can beat it.
I like some of the music. Like, I would still classify this as a bad game, mostly because it's a flawed game, but it can still be enjoyable. And I know Glitch, which was talking about it, she's like, I love this game. It's terrible. And yeah, there's definitely the ability to do that. So go, I hope that you are able to beat it. You know, show this game vengeance. You're going to the losers bracket, not a big deal, because you are still in the tournament. Just kick some butt on the next attempt. Oh my gosh, Triscor, you're sneaking in.
Oh, hello.
Hello. Mooware said he thinks this is a good game, ? What are your thoughts?
It's kind of cool, but it's really mean.
Yes.
Oh, it's brutal. Yeah,
I don't understand. It saves your energy, but it also saves your energy off before you get life refill. So
Yeah, it does that. Your weapon is less powerful when you have lower health. Yeah, we went through multiple things that I think if you just had one of them, people would call it a critical flaw in a game. But there are tons of critical flaws.
oh yeah, that water level was just you can't be on the ground. You just take constant damage. So you have to jump around.
And just start you on the water.
Yeah, like, you just run forward, and if you don't jump within the first second, you get hurt. Because thank you, video games. Yeah, you managed to get past the crab boss, though, and move on to the next stage. Mooware didn't make it to that stage, so what happens in stage 4?
It's an auto-scroller. You just run forward, and there's pillars everywhere. You just keep running into them.
Yeah, and then you make it so far, and the pillars start moving.
Yeah, it just crisscrosses all over the place. I can't avoid them.
Yeah, I saw you just getting smushed by them left and right, and I'm like, I completely feel that. I would probably hit every single one, you know.
And there's also those black holes
that take you to hell.
No, it takes you back to the start.
I think one of them takes you to the boss if you find the right one, but most of them come over.
What?
Yeah.
One takes you to the... Oh my gosh, I hate this game. Like, I feel like I would enjoy playing it, but I would get super frustrated too.
Yeah.
Okay, that seems to be the universal feeling here. Like, seriously, Triscor, congratulations. You did a lot better than I think anybody could have expected, so great job.
I felt like I did terrible. I think everyone does terrible on this game.
I mean, but you took first.
It didn't feel like it.
See, chat, I told you that Triscor was going to say that, okay? Because you actually, you made it to stage 3, and then you went back to stage 1 to get a better password, to get back to stage 3, and that was definitely a good decision. It ended up being hugely beneficial.
Yeah. It's really rough to start you with 1/8 of a health.
Yeah, that was, Well, I think that's all we have for you two. Anything else you want to say before taking off?
Well, I'm playing Jets and Guns.
Wait, what?
Jets and Guns. It's an old shoot 'em up.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're streaming that these days?
No, I'm not streaming it. I'm just playing through it.
Oh, okay. Cool. That sounds like a fun game. Anything you're playing, Mooware?
I've started, what's it called? A Monsters Expedition, which is a really nice puzzle game.
I think I saw a tweet about that. Yeah. Is it a new game?
Yeah, it's new. It's very good. It's from a well-known puzzle developer. Made other really nice puzzle games.
Where did it come out? Is it on Steam or on Switch?
Steam, itch probably. I don't know about consoles.
Okay, good to know. Well, yeah, just because it looks like it might be my jam, I might have to take a look there. Thank you both so much. I will see you both later, as well as Spell. Thank you and take care.
You too.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Bye!
Well, everybody, this is Ku5ogrande, the Bad Video Game Tournament. Thank you to everybody who subscribed during the games and who followed and who just cheered for people. It always makes me happy to see the excitement in chat. So thank you. We're going to run to a quick ad as I do a tiny bit of setup. After that, we will move on to the third of 4 matches. See you in 1 minute.